Where are we starting at, guys? Where are we starting at? Arya? So they just basically threaten each other all day long?
I didn't come here to sweep floors.
No?
What did you come here for?
Why come then?
You said I could be your apprentice. You said you'd teach me how to be a faceless man.
A man teaches a girl. While to Iris, all men must serve. Faceless men most of all. A girl knows his name, and all men know his gift.
Bro, you are speaking in code right now. Well, I mean, every time he's been on screen, he's basically spoken in code, but this is probably even more cryptic than normal, because you have random bodies just in your... Okay. He drank from that pool and then unalived.
Where are they taking him?
Yeah, guys, I don't know if I was Arya, I would stay here, guys, just to be honest. Remember the witch's prophecy, guys? All right. Yeah, I think this union is going to be very good, guys. Absolutely. I think she'll be good for the people.
The sweetest king who ever lived.
Guys, how old are they in real life right now? Because, yeah.
That's all I want to do. All day, every
He looks
day,
about
for the rest of my life.
Wouldn't
12.
that be glorious?
She looks about
Shouldn't we rest a little?
26.
Just to catch our breath. There's no rush, is there? I understand. But it's not your fault. You know that, don't you? You mustn't feel guilty.
I don't feel guilty.
Right. Don't.
That's what's odd.
Of course, my grandmother couldn't wait to go home. The capital's not for everyone, I suppose. Does your mother like it here?
I don't think so.
Right. Send her
She
away.
told me never to trust anyone in King's Landing.
A lioness guarding her cub.
Well, but I'm a man now.
So then you don't need that woman near you. Send her away.
Yeah.
Bro, send her to the wall. That'll be amazing. Can you imagine Cersei?
But you'll always be her baby boy.
Stripped of everything,
I
just
suppose.
under the tutelage of
I
Jon
adore
Snow.
her. She's always been... She'll never let you out of her sight.
This is very cunning of her, guys, by the way. This is straight manipulation.
She's certainly very
I mean, I
pretty,
like it,
isn't
though.
she?
I'm not I don't feel
Like a doll.
bad about it.
Do you ever miss Castle Rock?
There's nothing for me in Casterly Rock.
Send her there anyway.
That's where you grew up.
Why are we speaking of Casterly Rock?
The way that you talked about it.
Because...
I always thought that you missed it.
Please send her away.
That it was your real home.
This is my real home now.
Send her to the
Where my
wall,
family
bro.
lives. He said, well, what is the record? I'm sure we can break it.
Is that how girls talk?
Mother! Welcome.
That's inappropriate.
Ecstatic. I really am. Exhausted, to be honest, but what could I
Ew.
expect? He is
Why would you
half
say that to his
lion,
mother?
half-
Why would you say that to his mother? But I get it. Kind of. Because his mother is his aunt also. So I guess she probably would be interested anyway, right?
I'll leave you to it. What's the proper way to address you now? Queen Mother or Dowager Queen? There's no need for such formalities.
I like it. I like it. I love it, guys. I love seeing Cersei unhappy. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while, Reek.
We don't have enough men to hold the north if the other houses rise up against us. Do you understand that?
Our pact with the Lannisters protects
I had a
us.
pact with Tywin Lannister, and Tywin Lannister is... We become a great house by entering into alliances with other houses, and parlaying
I mean, I
those
wouldn't call you
alliances into
great,
greater
bro.
power. The best way is marriage. Now that you're a Bolton by royal decree...
Sansa? Yeah, right. Bro, is it really Sansa? If it is, this is going to be an extremely interesting dynamic here.
On our way down to King's Landing with my father and Arya and
Because obviously Theon is there.
Where
I
are
don't
you-
know. I don't know if. Well, Theon is now Reek, so it's not like anything can happen. I don't know, but maybe there's going to be something interesting potentially. But like, as of right now, the story's getting good.
Taking me.
Home.
Home.
The
Oh,
Boltons have Winterfell. He serves the Lannisters.
For now.
I won't go.
Winterfell is your home.
Not anymore.
Always. You're a Stark. No, you'll be marrying his son and heir, Ramsay. One day he'll be Warden of the North, and
No.
you'll... Sansa,
No, you can't make me. I will.
you've been running all your life. Stop being a bystander. Do you hear me? Stop running.
Bro, why is okay?
There's no justice in the world. Not unless we make it.
And you call this justice?
You loved your family. Avenge them.
Like this is like the worst possible option. The worst. Or not.
We'll lose sight of them.
Doesn't matter.
You know where they're going. Right. Like, I mean, we're going to lose sight of them walking straight into a castle. Bro, come on.
Well, he's not here to complain about it, is he?
Wow. All right. Noted. If someone comes up with like some despicable nickname, ever, if you're not here to defend yourself, then I'm just going to let it happen. All right. I'm just going to point out that's a character flaw in you. All right. If you're allowing that to happen, you know, then you can't be angry when it happens to you.
They tied the noose for me too, but Lord Tywin heard my family name was Payne, so he pardoned me and sent me to King's Landing to squire for his son.
As punishment. I'm sorry I'm always snapping at you.
If you didn't snap at me, I wouldn't learn anything.
Right.
Starting tomorrow, we'll train with the sword twice a day. Before we ride in the morning and after we make camp in the evening. I can't knight you, but I can teach you how to fight.
I suppose that's more important.
Okay. I mean, listen, regardless of the simple character flaw that she has a little bit, I don't think that this is enough for me to be like, I think she's despicable. No, I still like Brienne of Tarth.
How did you end up serving Renly?
When I was a girl, my father held a ball. I'm his only living child, so he wanted to make a good match for me. He invited dozens of young lords to Tarth. I didn't want to go, but he dragged me to the ballroom, till I saw a few of the boys sniggering. And then they all started to laugh. They couldn't keep the game going any longer. They were toying with me.
Oh, wow.
Brienne the Beauty, they called me. Great joke. I tried to run away, but Renly Baratheon took me in his arms. Don't let them see your tears, he told me.
Right.
They're nasty. Renly was the king's brother, after all.
That's why she liked him, guys. I was wondering.
Wasn't he?
There was something there.
He didn't love me, he didn't want me. He danced with me because he was kind and didn't want to see me hurt. From that day until his last day.
And that's why she protected him with such ferocity.
Nothing's more hateful than failing to protect the one you love.
Very well. Have you considered my offer? But I have to refuse you. I'm Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. My place is here.
I'm giving you the chance to avenge your family.
But I swore a sacred vow at the Godswood. I pledged my life to the Night's Watch.
You're saying no to Stannis right
Stubborn
now?
as your father.
Right.
And as honorable. We march on Winterfell within the fortnight, before the snows trap us here.
All right, so we got 2 weeks.
And the wildlings?
They'd rather burn than fight for me, so be it. I leave their fate to you. Give him command of Eastwatch by the sea.
I heard it was best to keep your enemies close.
Whoever said that didn't have many enemies.
Message. John, you're bold, bro.
See something in you.
I'm sorry I disappointed him.
You didn't.
The shield that guards the realms of men.
Oh.
I pledge my
Wait,
life.
that's enough. The shield that guards the realms of men.
Right.
That's what you swore to be.
He did.
Now, I'm not a learned man, but I do not needs to be done.
And what needs to be done?
Probably take your name back, bro.
The North will suffer.
See, because I definitely did not remember that bit, guys. No, he just proved the point. He can leave. He can do whatever needs to get done to protect the realm. And by taking his name, hey, Arya, it's a great transition.
No one. Ow!
A lie.
What?
Sad little lie. Who are you?
I told you I'm not.
Why
Do
are
that
you
again!
Who are you?
You're about to find out.
How is it that no one came to be surrounded by Arya Stark's things?
Oh, right. Because this is Arya Stark. What game are we playing right now? I'm pretty sure you could have given that to somebody else, but, you know. You've done a lot for that sword, but hopefully whatever she's getting is equal in value to what she will be throwing away in terms of her past, at least. Okay. So she's not like 100% in, guys, basically. Guys, is this like a cult? Like, guys, what's that game I used to play? Skyrim. Like Skyrim Brotherhood vibes. Bro, she hates Arya.
What do we do with them after we wash them?
Right, because no explanations yet, guys. Good question, Arya. Move the story forward. Right, Moat Kaelin.
Lady Sansa.
I'll bring you a bowl of hot water. Welcome home, Lady Stark. The North remembers.
Like, she obviously knows that guy ended her family, but she's just playing the game, guys. She's playing it well. She's staying alive.
He apologizes for not being here. He's not feeling well.
But like, why? But the problem is that I'm still trying to understand, like, why exactly did Lord Bolton, Baelish, even put her in that situation to begin with? It's a little crazy, guys.
Take good care of him.
But probably something for him, most likely. Let's do it.
Brian. Seems like a good job for a ginger.
I mean, at least he's not. I think he's a good ruler, obviously. He's a good leader. And the reason why I'm saying this is because obviously he has issues with that man, and that would be a pretty terrible thing to make someone do, specifically someone that had that overall esteem, right? But yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'm not going to personally do anything to you, right? But I rule things. I like it.
Sir Alistair.
It's strong.
I name you First Ranger.
No. I mean, see what I'm saying, right? He's
Lord Janis.
He's solid.
You
He's
Commander Greyguard.
Solid leader.
Greyguard is a ruin. I was charged with the defense of King's Landing when you were soiling your swaddling clothes.
Oh, you disrespectful. Oh, I'm sure that's not how it goes.
All right. Enough of that.
Pack your arms and armor, say your farewells, and ride for Greyguard.
Give it to one of the fools who cast a stone for you. I will not have it. Did you hear me, boy?
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Have it.
Are you refusing to obey my order?
Okay. In front of everybody. You do this in front of everybody.
Take Lord Janis outside.
Right. That was, yeah, that was stupid, bro. That was bad. Right. Bro, the guy who he doesn't like and doesn't like him is more honorable than you are. The guy who hid in battle, bro. Remember that. Okay.
I'll go, I will. Please. I'm afraid. I've always been afraid.
Yeah, that's too bad. Just, yeah. Those were your last words. Coward. Never respect a deserter, bro. Never. Oh, it's supposed to be super fake.
Stranger, 2 is extra, you realize?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Sinner.
What? Guys, what's happening?
Your Grace, as the High Septon of the Faith of the Seven, I give voice to the
Faith
will
of
of the
the
gods,
Seven.
and am therefore... I was, by those fanatics who call themselves Sparrows. They
Sparrows.
humiliated me, they beat me, they left me naked and bleeding on the cobblestones. I am lucky to be alive.
This High Sparrow.
So we have like a cult brewing.
I don't think this is a good idea, Your Grace.
Nonsense, Samarin. These are deeply religious people.
The notion that we're all equal in the eyes of the Seven doesn't sit well with some, so they belittle me.
7 blessings. Why no shoes?
Because I gave them away to someone who needed them more.
Oh,
We all
no,
do that.
guys.
It stops us from forgetting what we really are.
Okay.
Is that why you came to King's Landing?
It's a hard enough job reminding myself.
Oh, guys, we're going to have an issue. I can say this right now. I understand he's helping the poor. He's feeding the poor. I don't know about if he's like clothing the poor, right? But he's one of these figures that seem to be extremely like almost a magnet. He's obviously a cult leader, and based off of the facts of like almost everything that he say, even though it's positive, absolutely. But everything in the world tells me that this is going to be a stain, let's say, right?
It would be comforting to believe that, wouldn't it?
Like for example, if he can afford to feed the poor in the way that he's doing, I'm pretty sure he can afford a shower, but he's not doing that. He's not trying to be any different than the people that he is around. You get what I'm saying here? Nothing's wrong with that, obviously, but again, these type of things breed nothing but cults.
The gods sent you
Bad
here
ones,
to tempt
guys.
me. Although they could have been more careful with the blade.
Okay.
The High Septon came to speak to me today. My thoughts on the matter are in line with your own.
Do it right
the High
now.
Septon's behavior was corrosive, as was his attitude. Having a
Absolutely.
man like that reside in this sept eats away at the faith from the inside. The faith and the crown are the 2 pillars that hold up this world. One collapses, so does the other.
Okay. All right. Listen, if Cersei thinks it's a good idea, then it's probably a bad idea. I'm going to be completely honest here. I think that guy should probably be deleted right now. Before we even continue this whole storyline, it feels, delete him right now. Right now. The other guy, sure, terrible, right? Hypocrite, sure, right? But this guy, his energy feels like Jim Jones, guys. Like, don't drink the Kool-Aid, guys. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
You're great.
Send a raven with this message to Littlefinger at the Eyrie or wherever he's slithering about. You've made progress?
More than I expected. Still a way to go, but...
Very good. I'll leave you to it then.
Easy, friend.
What?
She's suffered enough.
I'll never hurt her. You have my word.
I don't think he cares.
I've heard very little about you.
Allow me a moment alone with Lord Baelish.
Yes, Father. And thank you, Lord Baelish. I'm forever in your debt.
Bro. It's crazy how such a nerdy character, and I mean that in like the best ways humanly possible, because I'm pretty much a nerd myself, but that show where he was in like some part of like a group of people, Misfits, I think it was what it was called, Misfits? Maybe. We're just going to say that it's called Misfits. The show that he was in, it's crazy how a character such as that can transform into this horrible individual here, guys, right? It's just crazy how actors are generally like so talented that they can just create this aura about themselves, right? It's always impressive. And specifically a character like that, guys, because if you've seen Misfits, you understand what I'm talking about. He had issues, guys, all right?
Tommen is a soft boy, not a king to fear.
The Queen will be enraged.
Queen Marjorie adores Sansa. Cersei is Queen Mother.
A message for you from Cersei Lannister. A rider arrived from the Eyrie shortly before dawn. Apparently, she thinks you're still in the Vale.
A message from me, you say? Strange that the seal is broken.
I'm sure you understand my position, Lord Baelish. If you receive word in the night from the Queen Mother, it does make me question our new alliance. The Lannisters made you one of the
Don't
great
trust
lords of
him.
Westeros.
But matter of fact, no.
Yet
Trust
you
him
are
so
on
he
the
can
north
he can
undermining
like end you.
Why gamble with your position?
Because
The last time the Lords of the Eyrie formed an alliance with the Lords of the North, they brought down the greatest dynasty this world has ever known. I'd like to borrow one of your birds. Cersei will expect a reply.
I'd like to read the reply.
it's just two terrible people having a conversation about being terrible. What's funny is, guys. Come on. Here. I don't know where this is, right? But I can tell you right now, this bridge right here, I don't know if it was designed similar, but this bridge looks like the same exact Roman-built bridge in Cordoba, Spain. Like maybe a 3-minute walk from La Mezquita de Cordoba, right? If you know what I'm talking about, it'll instantly click in your head. Like, bro, is that the same exact bridge that's in Cordoba? And I mean that, guys, 100%. But I could be wrong. But it feels like it.
I can't remember the last face I saw that wasn't yours.
It's a perfectly good face.
I'm losing my mind.
If anyone recognizes you, you lose more than that.
Look, we are thousands of miles from Westeros.
Bro. Yes. There's a lot of CGI added to it, but like it's going to drive me crazy if I don't find out, guys. After being restored several times, the Roman Bridge of Cordoba continues to stand in Cordoba. In Game of Thrones, this bridge was used as the Long Bridge of Volantis. CGI was used to extend the length of the bridge to make it look longer and connect the two halves of Volantis together. Guys, yes, listen, I have been so many places. I just see things in this show, and I love the fact that a lot of this was filmed in, apparently, Andalusia, guys. That's about, this location is, hour and a half, 2 hours from where I live.
We should keep moving.
Bro, Tyrion. Is it?
Better luck to suck a dwarf's.
I don't think he wants that type of luck.
We blend right in.
The mother of dragons.
It appears you're not the only Targaryen supporter. Where are you going?
I need to speak to someone with hair.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
If I could pick any girl here, I would pick you.
Why?
Because you have a skeptical mind.
Right. Okay, I mean, you go to the wrong place for
All right then.
intellectual
I'm warning
conversation.
You, we're gonna have to wash you first.
Believe me, no one is more shocked than I am. I hope it passes.
What's the
What will I
problem
do
right
in my
now?
spare time?
Okay. Oh, that may get you back in, bro. That may get you. All right, listen. I think that's good for him, right? If he's able to deliver Tyrion to the Queen, maybe that could help. His very specific, situation that he's in with her, at least, right? That could. I'm glad to see him coming back. What happened to Sansa is tricky for me, right? Obviously, I'm not, I haven't really been too much of a fan of Sansa for like the entire movie. I'm more of an Arya and like Brienne Tarth type of person, I think, right? Sansa's okay as a character, but what's happening to her is not amazing. She's being forced to marry multiple people consistently. Now she's about to marry probably one of the worst humans in the realm, okay? If we can call him that. But now, it kind of makes me wonder, obviously she's going to realize that Theon is there at some point. And Theon hid from her, right? So it tells me that, Reek hid from her. So it tells me that that Theon may still be inside of Reek, if that makes any sense, right? Maybe not so much with the sister, at least, because when the sister came, he was just like, blah, I don't really care. I'm Reek. I'm not Theon. Theon isn't here today, type of thing, right? But I would like to see how that dynamic turns out. Also, I'm glad Cersei is having a bad time now that Marjorie is queen. I'm super happy that she's having a bad time. I definitely hope that her bad time consistently consists. All right. But listen, guys, if you guys want to see the full-length reaction, it is on Patreon at the 2nd tier. And yeah, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy it thoroughly.